Hello everybody, I am Hacklebeast, and I am here with the most important mustache in all of StarCraft. None other than bakuryu. Bakuryu, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, but this can't be true.
It can't be true? Do you know of a more important mustache?
I don't know.
I couldn't think of one either, man. I think you are the most important mustache in all of StarCraft.
So I guess I should shave it.
No. Don't do that. Seriously, don't. Alright, this is episode 4. No, this is episode 3. This is episode 3 of Behind the Curtain with bakuryu. We are going to watch 3 of Bakuryu's replays. 1 versus a Terran, 1 versus a Protoss, and 1 versus a Zerg. And he is going to take us step by step through them and tell us what he was thinking and why he was doing the things he was doing. So, let's get started. Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright. Kick off.
Here we go.
Here we go. This first game was a practice game between one of your practice partners, Reaper, who
Yes.
I hadn't heard of before. Does he have an AKA?
Not a really known one, but
Nope. Alright.
he's quite good.
Alright. So this is the Zerg vs. Protoss. As you all know, bakuryu is the Zerg. And this is on Fighting Spirit, so
Yes.
I doubt you have anything super insightful about Fighting Spirit that everybody doesn't already know.
Well, on Fighting Spirit, you can pretty much play any build and any style in CVP that you want. You can play Fast Hive, you can play Mass Lair style, you can play 3 hatch before gas, or 4 hatch before gas, or even a 5 hatch before gas, because the third base is pretty close. And yeah, the middle is not too open, so you can either draw lines in the middle, like the Great Wall of China, or you can defend your bases. So it's pretty strategical open map.
You're doing the fancy Zerg stuff with the Overlord, of sending
Yes.
them in kind of bent patterns. I assume that this is so that you can see the probe at the bottom right choke. Whether it's well, I'm not gonna guess. Why are you sending the Overlord in that way, bakuryu?
Okay. The Overlord goes out to the bridge, and if I have 100 minerals after I build my second Overlord, I will send it to the nearest natural, and it's timed in a way that if I have 200 minerals for an overpool, and my Overlord sees a probe, I can place the overpool, and also know where he's from. And if I don't see it, he's most likely scouting wrong, or playing one base, or one gate expo, so I can safely place a 12 hatch at the expansion without him blocking it, like normal.
Alright. Where do you see the probe with that start scouting Overlord? Is it at your bridge?
Yes, at the bridge where the drone is right now, or where the second Overlord is right now.
Okay. That's what I thought. So, you're going for a 12 hatch. He's going
Yes.
for 1 gate FE. So both pretty standard. A little bit different for the Zerg.
Yes, his build, many people think that it's not standard, and it's, oh man, this is such a bad build. How can you even lose against it? Just all in it against it. But it's pretty hard to all in against this type of wall you will complete. So playing defensive is always a good way. The problem against the 1 gate expand is that with 12 hatch, you will most likely get a seal to your base. And if you take the third hatchery at a far away base, he can just rally seals to your base and just place them between mineral patches and so on, because your links are so late. And he will constantly harass left side, right side, which is why I normally place my third hatch in my natural if I see him doing this build. But on Fighting Spirit, it's okay to take a third base against this build. Problem here is that I missed some links, and most likely my Overlord timing again. He was a little bit more aggressive. Because of the 6 links I brought behind his forces, he couldn't really reinforce with more seals, or else I could have caught him by surprise and killed the seal. And I eventually get enough links to drive him off. I have 2 groups of links right now, and I try to catch his seal force with my links near his base so he can't escape. And currently I'm playing my standard 4-hatch Hydra build.
Alright. Doing a good job of getting the surround on the 3 zealots.
Yes.
Now, just a small thing that I wanted to point out was that he put on a lot of, it wasn't super heavy pressure, but a lot more pressure than Protosses normally do. And
Yes.
you didn't panic and build a sunken, which turned out great because you didn't need the sunken. What would be a situation where you would have gone for the sunken?
Generally, I don't like making sunkens. I will only make them if I absolutely have to, which is against the +1 speed seal build, because my tech is rather late, and making links against it is bad, and making my Hydras against it is bad for my economy in the late game. So I mostly try to kill it with links or some more Hydras. In this case, it's rather bad to go for sunken because he got so early seals. If I make a sunken, he can just attack the 3rd base. So I also need a sunken there, and it's quite costly to make 2 sunkens that early in the game. So I would prefer the links. Making links.
Right. There's not a situation where you would go for sunkens this early in the game, other than if he does something really silly like proxy 2-gate.
Well, against the 2-gate it's a little different because you mostly need the sunkens. I thought you would mean about some sort of harass or standard delay.
No, you answered it fine. I just wanted to make sure I understood you completely.
Okay.
Alright, so as you said, this is your standard 4-hatch Hydra build, which I would say is very standard for you.
Yes.
I have trouble thinking of a game where you didn't go for 4-hatch Hydra, but can't argue with the success of it, man.
My last game against Lancer X in the UED tournament was Fast Hive. First time I played Fast Hive in a month or so. Alright. It was because I couldn't take a near 3rd base. I'm mostly trying to go some sort of Fast Hive if I have to take a far away 3rd base. We will be a little problematic against Corsair Dark Templar, but I'm still trying to change it. The game we see here now is, I would say, pretty standard build from Protoss, even though he opened with 1-gate Expo. It's just making a bunch of Corsairs and going for a 2-gate with Speed Seal +1. And then going into Archives. And if I can take a near 3rd base, then I'm sort of the best against this build, because my timings line up the best against this type of build. And I really know what I need to do against this build. I'm playing as standard as I normally play. Once my layer finishes, I go for a fast overload speed, which already finished. Once overload speed is ready, I'm normally spreading my overloads out to see any incoming speed seals, and normally check his main to see if he goes mass Corsair or not. But against him, I didn't do this because we already played a game against each other. We were on the same positions as this game. It ended up in the exact same situation. I just didn't attack here right now and didn't deny his 3rd base, and the game ended up being a 1-hour game. The problem for the Protoss right now is that he is thinking, okay, I can get a fast third base, and then I just defend with High Templar and Storm, and then I macro, and then I will most likely win. The problem is with my build, I can decide to deny your third base, which I did because, as you can see, I got plenty of Hydras, and most Protoss, if they can't get a fast third base, they got not the best macro to get back into the game. You can see it at his base. He had 1k minerals for some time and just added some gates, and now he will take it will take for him some time to mass an army and try to expand the game or put any pressure on me, which is why I'm already in a good position. Normally, you say.
I noticed that you started your lurker upgrade, then canceled it, then
Yes.
restarted it about 20 seconds later. What did you see that caused you to cancel it?
I canceled it because I thought I wouldn't have enough economy to make 9 mutas instantly, which are currently killing his High Templar because he tries to move out too early.
Alright.
Then I remade it again because I still had enough economy.
Okay. Now, a question from the thread, which this is pretty much the best time to ask it, was asking about, from the Protoss perspective, it can be tricky figuring out when Zerg is going for Mass Hydra or when they're going for a Lurker Contain. So, what signs can a Protoss look for to see when Zerg is going for Mass Hydra or when they're looking to go Lurkers?
Generally, there is no easy way to spot it, because if you for example, if the Zerg goes for a 3-hatch Spire into 5-hatch with a